name is Sarah Bentley Pearson, and I am excited to share my podcast, which features wonderful talent that I've been so lucky to discover in the Southeast. This was born out of a list that I created in 2015 called Sarah's List. And through my work in real estate, which I've been doing since 2005, and styling work, and just my personal life and my personal interests, I've been able to meet so many wonderful people, and I'm excited to share them with you.
So, Michael, I tried to get
Sarah.
you on before. You hurt your Achilles and you couldn't come. And but thank you for coming. I really,
Delighted to be here. And
I
I know it's been a minute. We've been working on this for over a year now, but happy to be here
well,
and so good to see you.
you're such a smart businessman. I think I was thinking about it last night how you picked an area and you really own that area rather
Yes,
than having restaurants kind of all over the city. Brookhaven, was in
sure.
its infancy when
hmm
you and I first
hmm
met and
Yep.
lived there, and uh, a lot of Dresden was lined with shitty little houses, and now everything's being that I
Shotgun
sell real
shacks.
estate, it's like the hip place to be
Yeah.
if you're in your 30s and doing 30s to 40s to 50s doing well. But
Yes.
and there's some good architecture over there now too, a lot of modern houses and
Sure.
such. So you really came into that area at the right time, and it started with Haven, right?
It did. It did.
Mhm.
It started with Haven 22 years ago. We just celebrated our 22nd anniversary on November the 13th. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. Listen, I learned from the best. I saw Pano Buckhead Life basically start in Buckhead. He stayed in Buckhead mostly,
Mhm.
and there was a lot to learn, not only just operationally, but looking at how I can always be in my restaurants, and that's important if you go to Alpharetta, Dunwoody, or any place like that. For me, my presence is important for a host of reasons. If you're there, I want to see you, right?
Mhm.
I've invited you, but basically into an extension of my home, and it
Mhm.
just doesn't make sense if my guests are coming into my home that that I wouldn't be there. It'd be hard to do that if I spread myself out.
Yeah, I think it's a tricky business, and I think if you're not there, a lot can fall between the cracks,
Yes,
and Pano did a good job of really, which you have too. We'll go into Arnette's Chop Shop in a bit, but career waiters or
sure,
servers,
sure.
who are mature, who know what they're doing. Um, in fact, Kevin, who runs Chops,
Yep.
I'm friends with Little Pano, and I don't know if Pano or his son now is Little Pano. I don't know what
Pano Jr.
Pano Junior,
He's a friend of
Pano
mine.
the third. I'm friends with the second, and he got me in touch with him, and like they remember details, and you start, especially when we've been frequenting restaurants like yours for over 20 years.
Yeah,
We want to feel a little bit like we're taken care of because we're frequenting that place, and it takes the owner to foster that.
yeah. Well, listen, you're touching on something that's real important for me. I think in terms of really taking care of people, first you got to be present, and you got to want to be present.
Hmm.
This industry can push everybody: servers, bartenders, managers, chefs, and then everything that falls underneath that, even valets for that matter. And I think the most important thing is how you care for them. I use the word family a lot, and that means a lot to me. It's not just spoken words of this, this just feels better than an employee.
Hmm.
But when you really put your heart and soul into guiding their lives professionally and personally, because you got to give them the tools and provide them an environment that's safe and smart and well curated, then they pay it forward. They want to take care of you that way. They want to take care of all of our guests that way.
Hmm.
So, kind of the reward for me, not only just being able to have a relationship with you and with
Hmm.
all of our guests, a real genuine organic thing It's the pixie dust is you get the cream of the crop. They want to be a part of that. They
Mm-hmm.
know that number one, they're cared for, so they're going to go pay that forward to every single guest, whether they know you, whether you're considered a VS, a very special person, a VIP, a regular. So, with that said, I
Are
think
there little codes that are put by our names as to what you think we are?
yeah. So VS has always been a code that I think is important. VIP, everybody knows that acronym, right?
Right. But
Uh,
is that for somebody who's like a famous person in town, or what's the
no, no, you're a
difference?
VS, very special.
Oh, okay.
And so that we did that mainly because most people aren't going to be able to figure out what VS means. Just
Oh,
like I didn't know what CV
uh-huh.
meant.
That goes to show you that like you're in an industry where you didn't need to produce one.
Well,